Hello, greetings, welcome. Hi. That's all I got. Okay, that's the end of the stream. That's all I got, folks. That's it. I don't have anything left. That's it. I was just here to say hi. I got nothing else. No. I don't know. We'll see. We'll let this run a bit. I guess it's a quick update to say hi. I'm still alive. I'm still around. And funny enough, people have been listening to my shorts lately. I don't know if it's the robots or the what you call it. Um, but I don't know. Let's see. Woot woot. Brock's boys in the house. And as I tell my coworker every day I see him, because he's an Alabama fan, I greet him with "Go Tigers," and you know, I even managed to put an LSU hat on my coworker. He almost beat the shit out of me, but hey, I snuck it on him. I just told him, I just pretend there's an A on there, and just wear it proudly. Wear it proudly, and we're all good in the building. Because we got another week of LSU baseball. But, that Little Rock team, whew, that team, I don't know how the hell that team only won 19 games in the regular season. But good Lord. They beat LSU one game in the regional, and they damn near took us out. So LSU in the offseason needs to get that entire Little Rock team added to the LSU roster. I'm telling you, they were out there making plays like Willie Mays. They were jumping in the stands catching the baseball. I think they stole a little voodoo magic or something from them. I don't know, but LSU did prevail. Yeah, UT. Yeah, we don't play them though. Our bracket lines up with the. I think our bracket lines up with the Tennessee Arkansas bracket, which would be pretty interesting. Tennessee's one of the few teams that got us this year. So I guess it'd be poetic justice if we take them out. Yeah, we got to play West Virginia. And that's in Baton Rouge, of course. And, we don't lose these super regionals. There's always a place in Omaha for LSU every year. There just is. But I think that I thought Wright State advanced too, but I didn't see them on the list. I know UTSA and a few underdogs. Vanderbilt, number 1 seed, went down. Number 2 seed, Texas. SEC had a record 13 teams into the tournament. Only 4 survived. So that's pretty freaky there. That goes to show you. I guess they put too many eggs in their basket and they cracked. But I mean, I could be wrong, but I think if we win, we play the Tennessee Arkansas winner. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. I looked at 2 different versions of it, but West Virginia is a pretty good team, so we got to focus on them and do what we do. Unfortunately, we only got 2 pitches worth of shit. uh, but hey, I was on Goose Sports' channel because he does the live versions of them. Funny enough, I predicted one of the scores. Almost. I said the first game we would win 17-0, and we won 12-0. And then the second game, I said, well, we'd probably make that a touchdown or 2, and it was 7-0. Then the third game, I said we'd probably win like 15-2, and yeah, we didn't win that game. Then the last game, I was like, well, we're gonna win by a run or 2. I don't care if we win 23-0 or 4-3. W's a W. Goose is pretty cool. Goose When I started my channel, I had over 1,000, and Goose was just starting. I think when I met him, I think he had like 35 subscribers. Now he's over 7,000. And I can do what he does easily. I just don't know how to do the scoreboards and shit like that. I can sit there. I just don't have the time, and I don't have the patience to sit there for 3 hours and do games. I can. I've done them already on other people's channels in the past. I've called games and stuff. It's just I can't do that. He the amount of games he does, I can't do that. I could, but I actually that's what I was gonna do. My YouTube channel has. I was gonna call games, and then I said, well, I don't know how to do the OBS and any of this stuff. But yeah, Goose is pretty cool. He's about an hour. He does games from everything, So I don't know. He'll probably do the finals games. The finals start tonight or tomorrow. He'll probably do those. But he does all the LSU games. And LSU only got two pitches really worth of shit right now. In fact, that's how we won the last game. We pulled one out. We pulled one of the starters in relief. But in an elimination game, everybody, all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Goose has got a Twitch channel too. Goose Sports, I think it is. Sometimes I'll sneak on his Twitch channel. He's only got like 2 people on there, but I've already been in his live stream where he's had 500-600 people in there, and I'm just like, damn. Looking back, I probably should have started a channel like that. I mean, I still can, but I just say it's always late for that. I don't want to encroach on anybody's territory. But I could do that if I wanted to. But I noticed YouTube's eating up a lot of my shorts lately. Nobody comments on them, and it might be the robots, but I actually put out a short, and I figured, it'll get like 6 views. It's almost at 2,000. I'm just like, all right. So I'm just gonna start doing shorts, throw it up there, see what sticks, and maybe one day YouTube will actually push the shit out of it. Because I looked at it yesterday. It only says 26.5% actually viewing the damn thing. But YouTube changed their rules to where a short is a short. Even if you hit it on accident and you click it for 1 second, it still counts as a view. Whereas in the past, you had to watch it 30 seconds to a minute for it to count as a view. So at least there, YouTube actually fixed the problem. A view is a view. Doesn't matter if you film it for 1 second or 1 minute. So, but of course, views mean nothing unless watching it. If you don't get any watch time, you could have 42 million views. If no one's watching this shit, it ain't gonna matter. So that's just a thing. I got to do that video. I got to do that quarter video. I might do that. I got a bunch of CDs. I might do a video on that. I'm just gonna do videos and see what sticks. Picked up some good CDs yesterday, so I might do a video on that. Actually, one of the CDs, I don't even know why I got it because I already have it. I realized I already had the CD, so I might sell that one to somebody I know. Probably could have grabbed a few more. I could have grabbed dozens of them if I wanted to, but never get greedy. That's the key to success. Never get greedy. People say, "Oh, enough is not enough." No. You get to a point, you get out the game. It's people that always rich. I want more. It's too greedy. Never get too greedy. Get pretty comfortable and then jump out. But I think LSU is a pretty damn good shot of repeat. And I don't understand. They got all these naysayers out there that are calling for Jay Johnson's job. And I'm thinking, who? Who in the hell wants our coach fired? Like, I don't. He's been our coach, I think, 5 years, and he's won a title with us. We've always been in the College World Series every season. Like, I don't know. Who's calling for this guy's job? Now, I can understand LSU football. That's pretty much championship or go home. I get that. Plus, I didn't like Brian Kelly's hiring. I still don't. But, he pretty much practiced. He pretty much told us we win the championship this year. So he better, he better at least get to the championship game. But these naysayers are calling for Jay Johnson's job. I mean, how are you going to call for someone's job? He's been the head coach, I think, 5 years. And every year we've been to Omaha every damn year. So I feel this year we're going to win another title. We just need to go borrow Paul Skeens. Go get him from Pittsburgh. Get him to pitch a couple more games for us. Just in relief. Just kind of toss it in there. I don't think we play again until Friday. I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Best of 3. So really all LSU's got to do is just win 2 games. And then we go to Omaha. That's it. Just 2 more games. And I think we can beat West Virginia in a 2 out of 3 matchup. I don't know what their record is. I hadn't looked it up yet, but I think we did pretty good in the regional. We had the Baton Rouge regional was it was LSU, Rhode Island, Dallas Baptist, and Little Rock. We didn't. I think we played everybody because we beat LSU. Beat who did we play first? I think we played Rhode Island. No, we played Susie Q in the building. We played. I guess I'm the new Scotty since Scotty's no more. I don't know. I might have to negotiate for the rights to get the name, to get the license and a name. No, I don't have any money for that anyway. LSU played. I think we played Dallas Baptist first, and we won 12-0. I remember the first game 12-0. Yeah, he's alive, but I don't think he'll ever do YouTube again. LSU played Dallas Baptist first, and we won 12-0. Rainey won't let him on YouTube. I've already talked to him about that. She won't let him back on. So that's what I'm saying. I think that's the end of that. I don't think he'll be allowed to do any social medias anymore. He's on his Instagram. He had to have another surgery, though. He had a parasite in his leg or something. Made him feel dizzy and stuff. He was hallucinating. That's the last I heard. Like that, they cut his leg open, and some kind of parasite got in there, and he got really dizzy, and he hit his head, and he was acting like he had pneumonia or something. Like they had to rush him to the hospital because he didn't know, he was like spouting all kinds of stuff out that was weird and shit. And this is what Instagram. That's what he said on Instagram. And this was last week, I think. Yeah, I saw it on Instagram, but he basically told me he's not allowed on you. He's probably going to sneak on it, but I don't think she wants him on YouTube anymore. So, yeah, I mean, I talked to him once for a few minutes. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, but he's got the Instagram. He doesn't post on Twitter a lot, but that's how I learned Instagram. I sent him a message. I feel if he does come back, it'll just be a podcast or it'll be on Patreon. Like I said, I think the YouTube days are pretty much over, unless he sneaks on there without the missus' permission. Could be wrong, but I don't know. I always ask him. I say, if you want to come on if you want to come on this, you could always come here. I don't do much. I usually don't stream in the daytime, but I just felt like doing a couple of minutes here and there. That's why I started off the show with, I got nothing. I got nothing, folks. If you got something, let me know, because I got nothing. That's why I was talking about LSU, the greatest team in America, pretty much. Yeah. She pretty much figures YouTube doesn't make them enough money, so why waste your time on YouTube? That's probably what she thinks. But I mean, if you're making $200 a month, shit, that's more than I'm making. I make zero off of this platform. Zero. $200 ain't a lot, but I mean, hell, for something that you enjoy doing and like the broadcast and stream, you could just do. You don't have to do it live. You can do it as a podcast. I mean, that's why he kept saying. That's why he kept saying, y'all need to donate. Y'all need to support the stream. He was warning people. She got to the point where she said, nope, that's it. You're done. So, I don't know. She should open up that secret OnlyFans account that she had. Open that one back up again or something. Was it OnlyFans or was it the other one? I forget. But I never got. I never pay. I wasn't gonna pay $15 for that. So no, I'm dead serious. She had one out there. How do I know this? Because Scotty told me himself. He sent me the link. It was up there for about a year or two. It's not up there anymore. But I think it was either that one or the other one. Yeah, it was up there for a year or two. Because he sent me the link. It was $15. I was like, I don't feel right doing that. But yeah, it was up for a while, and then she deleted it because doing the whole scouting thing. You don't want anybody to find that crap out. So it's not there anymore. But yeah, that's how I know about it, because he told me about it. He told Doug about it. He told all the guys about it. I even know the name it was under. But it's been gone. I mean, the Twitter account's still up, but yeah, I was shocked. I was like, what? But yeah, I wasn't paying $15 a month. She had at least 10 to 20 people that was paying for it. But and she is, Rainey's my age anyway. She is pretty hot. We can't deny that. But still, I'm not paying $15 a month for pictures. It just seems awkward. I'm like, nah. I even told him, I said, that's yeah. I was like, what? $15? And he goes, well, Rocky bought it. And I said, well, that's different. I said, he can spend, Well, I don't know. I don't have any sisters. Couldn't tell you. No, if it would have been like free, I would have been, of course, I would have been looking at it. I'm not, why the hell am I don't pay for porn or any of that stuff. What do I need to pay for that stuff for? No. If he would have said, here's some pictures, here's a sample picture, okay, well, maybe, yeah, get the mind going. But it's not like I don't know what she has. I think I know what women have. I think I know the curvatures and stuff. I'm pretty accurate. It's not like it's a mystery to me. I'm like, I wonder what that is. I guess. Like I said, this was about a year and a half ago. But that's why that's what I heard why she deleted it, because she didn't want the scout people to find out or something. But I wouldn't have never known. Like I said, Scotty one day just sent me the link in my Facebook, and I was like, okay, you're pimping. I was like, oh, you're pimping your wife out. Cool. Well, it's old news anyway. It's long gone. But there were people buying those pictures. I know that for a fact. So somebody's got them out there. Shit, Rocky's got them somewhere, I'm sure. But I'm not wearing a hat at the moment. But shit, go ask Rocky. Shit, ask Rocky if he's got those pictures saved. Knowing him, I guarantee you, knowing him, he's probably got those pictures saved somewhere on his hard drive. Now that's really weird. You want to talk about a situation that's weird, but no, the God's honest truth. We were talking about something one time, and he sent me the link, and I said, "What's this?" And he told me. I clicked on there, and there it was. I'm just like, "Oh, you, pimping out the wife," just as a joke. But it wasn't under her name; it was under another name. The Twitter page still exists. The Twitter page is still there. There's nothing on it, but it's still there, or X, or whatever you want to call it. But the link is no more. But I guarantee whoever bought that stuff, I guarantee you those pictures are floating around. They're out there somewhere. They're out there. Now, I did see one picture, which was the cover picture. I did see that picture, but that didn't really show anything. That was kind of laying down, but that didn't show anything. It didn't show the top. It didn't really show anything at the bottom. It was kind of like the figure kind of picture. Kind of a tasteful kind of laying down picture. So that didn't really show anything. Didn't show the face, didn't show it. So it could have been anybody, honestly. Didn't really show anything. That was the only picture that I saw. But sometimes you can do free pictures and stuff. There are OnlyFans accounts that are free. But when I went on there, it was $15. And I'm like, that's a little too high. So honestly, I didn't see any of the good stuff. Maybe if it was $1.50, maybe. But I tend to not pay for that. Like I said, I kind of know what's there. It's not like a mystery to me. Now, if I was like, I wonder what that is. Then if I'm like, I wonder what that is. I'm like, But oh yeah, Deviant Art. Yeah. If you go on DeviantArt, there's a lot of women that kind of do that classy stuff on there. They allow nudity on DeviantArt only if it's like in the form of an artist. Oh, I suppose so. I mean, I kind of guess, but that's the only thing I know about that. But I sure ain't paying. I had the $15, but why am I gonna pay $15 for something? You know. But like I said, I'm sure those pictures are floating out there somewhere in subspace. You know, that's the thing about having those channels. Back to work. Nah, well, you're good. I'm off today. I only planned on doing maybe a half an hour to an hour. Not that much. But I appreciate you popping up, Miss Susie, of course. You know. Usually it's at night. Yeah, I don't get the women in here anymore. All the ladies disappeared on me. I haven't seen Steph in a while. Um, I haven't seen Carly in a while. Of course, I know what Carly's going through right now, but I know what Steph's going through too. But I haven't seen them for a while, so I figure one of these days everybody will start popping in. Well, yeah, you help. You always help. I said I don't expect anybody to pop in. Well, no, I know Steph had some type of surgery or something a while back. I forget exactly what she had told me, but it just messed everything up. Um, I don't know. And I hate typing to people. I hate typing all the time. Drives me crazy. But they'll pop in maybe from time to time. I don't know. I send people links all the time, so I forgot what she had surgery. She told me, but I don't remember. This was in like I don't think I talked to her since February, so it's been a while back. All right, Miss Susie, I appreciate you popping in, of course. I think I'll go back to the LSU talk. You got a Twitter? Oh, yeah, I guess so. If you want to follow me, mine's Field Guy 316. I don't really post on there much. I just like retweet LSU and sports. You know, Saints, LSU, Tulane. Well, I can't click the link because I'm on StreamYards, but yeah, just like I said, mine's Field Guy 316. Just kind of message or something, and I'll figure it out. Just message hi or something like that. Dot 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 or put a question mark if you want. Yeah. Well, I don't go back on YouTube once I'm done with the stream, so I could, but I won't be able to see it for about a day and a half. You don't see the comments after the stream. And if I click on it now, it'll kick me out of stream. It'll kick me off of YouTube. Like the live stream, it won't be done, but it'll kick me out. Yeah, you could just message like dot 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 or something in the mess, or something, and then I'll know if I didn't have you already. I don't really comment too much on there. I just do whatever. I just retweet a lot. Oh yeah, I'll write it down. I could write the thing down. Oh, that's a fork. That's not a pen. I go to grab something to write, and it's a fork. Let's see. Write this down. That's a status. Anyway, I'll figure it out. If it's the same picture, then it's good. New comments. Go down. I can't do that when I'm streaming live. If I do that, it'll turn my phone off. If I press any of these buttons while I'm live, it'll kick me out of streaming. Now I could get out of it and just I'll find you. If it's got the same picture or something, I'll figure it out. Or if you shared Scotty's streams in the past on there, that's how I found most people. Oh yeah, well I found you. It ain't no problem. I'll just type it in the search engine. I think I got like yeah, I'll go on there later. I'm only doing another half an hour on this, and maybe I'll go on there and I'll hit the dot thingamajig. I haven't checked it today, but I have to go on there and check it and go find Tiger Jet. Get Tiger Jet on here. All right, Miss Susie. I'll see you later, of course. I ain't gonna be on it much longer. I'm just doing like little what you call it. So yeah, got to get the band back together, as they say. But oh, I got a message from somebody. Let me check this. I'm gonna put this on mute for a second, so nobody go unless you have to. That's the pain in the ass phone. I don't know how many times it's got to tell me my auto payment's going through. It's told me 4 times today my auto payment's going through on my phone. Well, just process the damn thing already. I don't know why they got to keep telling me. Just process it. Jeez. I'm gonna have to yell at those track phone people. They getting on my ass. It's so let's see. Well, no, it's Field Guy. I didn't put Fieldy, but yeah, you'll figure it out. It's got the got the fleur de lis right there, except it's in purple because I have the breast awareness picture on there. Breast cancer awareness picture. That's why it's in purple or pink or whatever. What you call it? Yeah, you can't go wrong. There's either something about LSU or Tulane on there. I don't usually make posts. I think the last actual post I made, other than a screenshot, was Derek Carr's off my team, hooray, or something like that. I think my exact words were, thank God that POS is off my team. Unfortunately, he's not technically off my team yet. He said he's retiring, but now he's not retiring. So I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's doing some nonsense. I don't know. Okay, well, if you're following, I'll follow back after this. Oh, so I got to check what LSU did. I said I'm pretty sure LSU won the first one, but I only got one of them. You don't see the Saints on. If you don't see the Saints logo, it ain't me. Because I have a picture of Drew Brees and I have a Saints logo. No, there are other people that's got Field Guy on YouTube, Facebook. I mean, Twitter. I wasn't the first one to use Field Guy, but no, that ain't me. That ain't me. That can't be me. Hold on, I'll go check real fast. It gives me a notification. Let me go check. Let me put this on mute. Oh, nah. See that? No, that wasn't. You didn't follow me, Susie. That was someone else. See, that's what happens when I click out. It kicked me out of StreamYards. See, that's what happened. I went to check something, it kicked me out. It's all Rondell's fault once again, like usual. But yeah, mine's got mine is Field Guy 316, or it just says Field Guy. It's got a picture of the breast awareness, purple Fleur de Lis logo up there, and it's got a thing of Drew Brees on it. Yeah. Hey, I was showing that video, the Oink Oink. I watched the cop video, and my coworker was sitting there. We were talking about the cops and stuff like that. So I showed him your video. We were watching it because we ain't got nothing to do at work. We were just watching it, and he said he was gonna follow you. I don't know whether or not he did or not, but I watched the video. That's why I commented Oink Oink. I just like the fact that you go when you say you know what part of I appreciate you, Miss Susie, of course. But with garbage, he says, "What part of the Fifth Amendment don't you understand? I'm choosing to invoke my right here." And the cops just like keep talking to him away, like it's like, "Are you ignoring my amendment?" my amendment right here. You know, yeah, you'll find me eventually. I'm up there. I got almost like 1,600 followers. I was over 16, but they take them away. I think the last retweet I did, it was from Todd Pollard from like LSU, one of the LSU writers. So, but appreciate you, Miss Susie, of course. Thanks for popping in. I know you're a busy person. Uh, what? What the hell? What is going on in the garbage household nowadays? A huge fight in the. Oh, I'll tell you this. Well, I can't talk about this on. I can't. I'm not going to mention this online. I might send you. All right. I'm gonna send you a Twitter thing because I got some crazy Looney Tune things to tell you about some cops that I filmed. Whether or not I should put it on my channel. uh, so, or I might just give you the footage and you can put it on your channel. That's all good. But damn. But I'll wait till you come back. Everybody's working today. I finally got a day off. Okay, I'm not checking it again because it'll kick me out. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of field guys on there, but you know, I'm the original one. The hell with them other imitators. Oh yeah, Garbage got me on there. A few other people. Steph's got me on there. A lot of the people got me on there. Well, I don't know if you heard me or not. I don't know if you heard me or not, Zanron, but we had, and I filmed this, but oh okay, 20-minute video of your cousin. I filmed this. I don't know if I should put it on YouTube. I don't know what I should do with it. I probably won't, but we had the cops come out where I was working at. Okay, 4 times. Damn, got in this girl in front of your house? Good Lord. Of course you're not gonna. What the hell are they gonna do? Tell you to get back inside your damn house? You can film anyway. But appreciate you, Miss Susie, of course. But the last 4 days I worked, we had the cops come every single day, and I was sitting right there in the middle of it. I filmed a couple of them. Of course, they didn't like me filming it, but hey, I was told to film it by my boss, so that's why I filmed the damn thing because we needed proof, even though there's a camera already outside. But one guy got belligerent, tried to take a swing at me. Coworker, damn near got me arrested one day. uh, but I can't get in much of that. But see, good Lord. Well, shit, there's instant content right there. Right in your yard. Damn. That's insane. Well, I will I don't want to talk about this on the YouTube platform, but I got a story for you. I got a story for you. Yeah, I know you won't say anything about it. You'll keep it between us, but I got a story for you that'll leave you scratching your head. But, hmm. Well, I would have been like, "Hey, pig, come here." Shit, all you want to do if you want to get arrested by the cops, just call them an asshole. You know, just point at them. They'll haul your ass to jail right now. You know. But I had a clash with them a couple days ago. But you know. Huh. Oh. Funny you said that number. Funny you said 16. That's just yeah. Well, I have a coworker that is batshit crazy, delusional, can't figure out who people are, confuses other people. Um, yeah. Now I'll message you all that shit on the Twitter thing. You know, later tomorrow, whenever. But I said if this guy comes back to work, there's one or two things that's gonna happen. I'm gonna beat the hell out of him, or I'm gonna walk away and I ain't coming back to that job. After what that dude did try to do to me the other day, he should be in jail. Um, oh hell, cops out here they arrest everybody, then they ask questions later. They don't screw around out here. They will arrest everybody first, and then bring you down to the station and ask the questions. They don't screw around. They're not going to ask questions right then and there. They'll just handcuff everybody. You know, and I know a lot of the cops out here, so I know exactly what they do. I knew the cops I was talking to the other day. I knew them. You know, I mean, this homeless guy is trying to get a job where I work at, and he's screaming and yelling and all kinds of shit. Next thing I know, got the cops sitting out there, and this dude get ready. And he goes, "Oh, I know the cops. I know him too. I'll tell you that guy's name and that guy's name." And that turned into something. I said, "Good Lord." Well, I'm only going to be on another 10 minutes or so. I only plan on doing an hour because I got to take a nap. I'm tired. The last 4 days, every day I had to deal with a cop this day about one thing and the other. Last 4 days. So I got a lot of stuff recorded. I just don't know what I want to do with it, if anything. But I'm just like, well, maybe I'll be famous. Maybe I'll put that sucker on the YouTube. I mean, the way I've been putting stuff on YouTube lately, it's like, okay, no one's watching it, but I'm getting all these views, and I'm like, well, how the hell is that theoretically possible? It says 22.6% of viewers are actually watching your material, but I got like 2,000 views on every video I've done so far in the last week. Must be click and go. Well, they fall asleep and YouTube puts it on for 1 second. That counts as a view. I don't know. We should do a live speed chase. I'm doing my YouTube. You get pulled over. You get arrested. The cop goes, "Who the hell is that on YouTube?" And all of a sudden, I click to your channel, and you're live streaming. You're live streaming another cop trying to take away your Fifth Amendment or First Amendment or Second Amendment or all these other damn amendments. I don't know. But oh, Shit, I did a damn video when I was at work of a freaking gecko and got 2,000 views. It's just a damn lizard crawling on a wall, barely even moved. And within 5 minutes, I had 2,000 views. And I said, okay, what the hell am I doing wrong? But it only got like 23% watching it because YouTube changed their rules on shorts. You don't have to watch it 30 seconds or a minute now. 1 second counts as a view. So it's like I did 5 or 6 short videos and got almost 2,000 views on every single video and barely any watch time. So I don't know. Elvis said, "Who dat?" About time I converted his ass to the dark side. We have cookies. Well, I don't have any cookies. I don't know what the hell I have right now. I got a pie sitting over there. But that's, when I play Madden late in Madden 03, I'm playing the Monsters versus the Vikings. I already did the Lions, so I don't have to do that again. But Elvis in the building. Oh, that Lions lady came in my work yesterday. I hadn't seen her in a while. She lives half the year in Detroit, but she comes in, the hat, the sweater, well, not sweater because it's 100 degrees out here, the jacket, whatever it is she wears, shirt, pants, everything in Lions gear. And she was telling me yesterday, Lions are going to win the Super Bowl and all this stuff. And I said, well, how about the Saints? And she's like, well, no, I don't think the Saints are going to make the playoffs. And I'm like, no, the Saints are making the playoffs. I said, we're going all the way to the Super Bowl. I said, I don't know what they won't show up. I keep telling you, these cops are not going to show up. The cops have to appear on their day off, and they don't get paid for that shit. Cops they're not gonna. No, this lady's actually pretty sound. I told you, she lives in Detroit 6 months of the year. She lives in Detroit and she lives in New Orleans. The cops are not going to show up. They're not. Trust me, they're not going to show up. You're going to go and they're going to throw it out of court. Because the cops, at least in the state of Louisiana, cops don't get paid. If they do that and they make them go on their day off. So the ones out here don't. The ones out here don't get paid for it. So that's why they don't show up. So I don't know. Other states maybe. But also, it's like, okay, are they available? They may be working that day. They have to get all that shit cleared. A lot of times their captain or their MO, XO, will tell them, just skip that shit. I mean, all they want is just a ticket. All they want, they're hoping you don't show up, pay the fine, and that's it. But when people actually challenge it, they're just like, shit. That's how they get around it. They just want people to like pay the damn fine. That's the end of it. That's why they do it. They do it out there. But my aunt's house, my aunt's, where my aunt lives, it's a corrupt parish. They got speed traps everywhere. They pulled me over at a damn stop sign, said I was speeding. I said, how the hell am I speeding when I'm at a stop sign for 5 minutes? But I know the guy that's in charge of all that out there. So I just handed him the ticket. He ripped it up. He goes, well, you ain't paying this. He goes, no, you're not paying this shit. He took it off the books. And the cop that pulled over us, it was my cousin's friend. My cousin went up to me, goes, what the fuck you giving my aunt a ticket for? So that guy was like kissing my ass afterwards. But this cop, little piece of shit, was calling my mom like baby and honey and darling. I was gonna beat the shit out of him. Well, make sure you get the right one. Don't get the ones that just want the money. All right. Yeah, I gotta get me one of those lawyers pretty soon. I gotta defend myself against a crazy coworker. Dude's mental. I think he had Agent Orange or something. But yeah, hell, I'll be a lawyer. Just pay me $50 a day. I don't know much about the law, but shit, I could give it a shot. You know, I watch enough Perry Mason and Matlock to understand the law. Yeah. And and also watching the Heat of the Night. Actually, I watch this On Patrol Live that comes on every night on one of these investigations. It's from a few years ago on the Reels channel. They do the cops might be on now actually. They do the yeah, I showed my coworker that video, and he was like, because he was watching the video. He goes, "Do you know so and so?" I don't remember the channel. He goes, "Oh, he's one of these cop baiters." And I go, and he's showing me this guy, and I was like, "Yeah, I know a cop baiter right here." And I pulled up your video, and I said, "Well, I haven't watched it yet. I was watching it at work when I typed in oink oink." And I said, "Yeah, I know somebody that does that." I said, "Look," I said, "I pulled up your channel." I said, "Go follow Deplorable Garbage." I think he followed you. I don't. I thought I saw him hit the follow button. Whether or not he goes in your channel, I don't know. But cool dude. Used to be in the military, so pretty strict, pretty cool guy. I thought, but that's one new two of my coworkers. One of them I can't stand, and the other one's pretty cool. In fact, when I go back to work, if that other guy's still there, I ain't gonna be. Oh, I already figured that shit out. But when I play Madden 03, after I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna load it up against the Vikings. I'm gonna be the Monsters, which plays in Moldavia in the rain. Can't kick no field goals. The wind's at 6 to 10 miles an hour. The field goals go flip. Can't kick more than 25-yard field goals. Got to go for it on fourth down, a punt. I almost blocked the field goal today. I'm this close to blocking another field goal. I didn't block any punts so far, but I played one game earlier. I got today and tomorrow off. I had to work 6 days in a row, but I finally got days off. So I got to, and I'm taking my vacation pretty soon. Next couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, month or so, I got a vacation coming up. I got 51 and a half hours of PTO, and I got 64 hours of floating holiday time. So I got between 51 and 64. That's 135 hours of vacation right there. So I think it's time to use those suckers. I already said the Saints are 13-4. Yep, 13-4. I may be crazy, but like I told my coworker, he called me. I got a coworker. He called us all a bunch of crazy asses who should be locked up. I told him, I said, I may be crazy, but I certainly ain't an ass. And if I am, that's Mr. Ass to you and not Billy Gunn. But yeah, I think the Saints are 13-4. I think we'll make the NFC Championship game, and things get interesting after that. I believe the key. I don't know if no, I play on Pro actually, which is right above Rookie. And I do play on All Pro too sometimes. I don't play on All Madden because All Madden is when I do the mini camp, it's all Madden. But yeah, I know the Saints open up against the Cardinals. I do know that. Cup 49 works every time. Hi, I'm Billy D. Williams. And I don't know where Cajun is. He's probably sleeping right now. He's probably taking a nap. Although I did send him an invite, so if he does pop in, he pops in. But I only planned on going an hour today anyway. Because tonight, Cajun, I don't know if Cajun's going to do a live stream tonight. He might. He might. Don't know. I hadn't talked to him in a week or so. He might. Oh, it's been 2 weeks, I think, since I talked to him. I haven't talked to Cajun since the last live stream I did with him. But I'm pretty sure he's sleeping right now. He's taking a nap. Elvis never did have a wrench. He can't lose something he didn't have. I don't know what the hell channel gave him a wrench. I know I didn't. Maybe Garbage gave him a wrench on his channel. Shit, can you imagine if I give Elvis a wrench? Elvis gonna start timing out everybody and saying a Vikings fan. He'll be like, "What? You don't like the Vikings? See ya. Go on." Yeah, he's still got a Cajun's always got a wrench. I'm not one of those channels that give every single damn person a wrench. There's no need for that shit. I don't need to, He has what? Oh, see? Yeah. See, if that would have been a Falcons fan in my channel, shit, he wouldn't got a wrench. I would have banned his fucking ass. He would have been gone. Bye-bye. See? Out the door. That's how the Saints and the Falcons rivalry are. We don't put up with Falcon shit. I had a guy, when I started my YouTube channel, a guy came in as a Falcons fan. I banned his ass. I said, get out of my channel. I would do the same with Alabama fans. However, we made an exception with Brock's Boys. Brock's Boys is a good guy. He's just misguided in the teams he roots for. The baseball teams with the Phillies and the Angels, Phillies are good. I could get that. But with his college pick, just, Oh, I know you do. Elvis is a challenge here and there. Elvis thinks his team's going to win sometime in the future. And maybe he's right. Maybe 20, 30 years down. And, I actually found out Jim Marshall passed away. Found that out last night. I think he was 82. Jim Marshall, part of the People Eaters machine. Purple People Eaters. Played in 282 straight games. Was the NFL leading consecutive record until Brett Favre broke it. 1964, he picked up the wrong way fumble. Thought it was a touchdown. He threw it in the stands for safety. But Jim Marshall, Hall of Famer, played from 62 to 79, I think. 78, 79. Another I mean, maybe the Vikings do good this year. They're not winning the Super Bowl. I already know that. But maybe they maybe they do something. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Jim Marshall passed away. So that ain't good for your Vikings going into the season. You got to have that oomph. But if anything, if anything, maybe they'll be wearing Jim Marshall's number. I really don't remember what Jim Marshall's number is or was. I off the top of my head, I know it had to be 70, 68, 78, 88. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it rained here. It rained here last week, 3 days in a row, and it was still 90 degrees. It might rain later today. But it's been breezy. But it rains here and it turns into a sauna. Like all the heat comes up from the cement, it just steams everything. So it doesn't really cool anything off. And they got this high pressure system over most of the U.S. that's stalling all the weather. I think either tonight or tomorrow down here it's supposed to storm, and I'm talking about storm. But when it's 90 degrees with 80% humidity, rain don't really help a whole lot. The sun's just gotta stay behind the clouds a little while. Like right now, it's partly cloudy because I'm looking out the window and I see the clouds, but I think it's gonna rain later. $60 for rain. Well, yeah, we can pay that easily. But the mornings have been in the 60s here. The mornings has been breezy, but once you get past about 8, 9, 10 o'clock, yeah, it starts to warm up. I know this because I'm outside at 8, 9, 10 o'clock, and it's hot as hell. I'm out, that's what I do. Work outside. You work outside, you're going to sweat your ass off. That's why I'm drinking the Gatorades and the waters all the time. Keep that hydration fluid going. Yeah, I know. Somehow it said $60 or $70. Well, just the 60 part, but funny. I started the live stream and I said I ain't got nothing left, but I don't know what the temperature is now. It's probably like 85 or something out there. But Garbage, you should do a stream tonight. Do a stream. Do a live stream at work. Because I can stay up all night. If I ain't sleeping, I don't have to work tomorrow, so I can stay up all night if I want to. That's because you scare them all away. Well, like I said, if I'm up, I'll come in there. Shit. All you really need is like me and Elvis and a few other people, just bullshit. You get those spammers. Every time I click in there, you got that guy that says he's whacking off or something. I don't know. You got them weird people that pop up in the middle of the night. One time you would do a stream and the guy goes, "Are you real? Is this fake? Are you fake?" I don't know if you ever saw that. I click in and the guy's typing, "Are you fake?" I was about ready to type in, "No, he's not fake. He's real. Damn it! Are you fake?" Just title a live stream. You're breaking the furniture. I gotta put together a cross drill. I don't know. Usually when I used to do live streams at nighttime, in the middle of the night, it worked for me. I used to get a shitload of views. I know you get trolls. That's what I'm saying. That's all you get is trolls in the middle of the night. That's why I don't stream off of YouTube anymore. I stream off of StreamYard. But it counts as a view, though. Trolls count as views, so, whatever. I don't ban them. I I could if you want me to, but I don't ban them. Let them do what the hell they want. Shit. Some of them are pretty funny. I'll just let Elvis troll them. Elvis can tag the trolls and him being the master of all trolls, he can troll the trolls, right? So you just let him do his thing when he's in there, and then voila, you got the whole, but now we're getting rid of the penny. The penny costs 3.7 cents to make. We need to get rid of the nickel because the nickel costs 13.8 cents to make. So we get rid of the nickel and the penny. Boudreaux wants the 3-cent shield to be back, but that's made out of nickel and copper, and nickel and copper's too high anyway. Well, nickel is. But why don't we just have an aluminum coin? Back in 1974, Congress, the U.S. Mint printed quarters made out of aluminum and gave one to all the congressmen and women. And then they took them all back because it was a sample. There's a bunch of those floating out there, but it's it's illegal to own that quarter. And the government tried to get them all back. I think there's about 20 of them still floating out there somewhere, they say. Because once they didn't get it in the law, it's property of the government, so they wanted it back. So if you get a quarter from 1974 and it looks kind of funny, because aluminum's like the balloons, the aluminum. It's got a different shade of color. You got one of those suckers, and you can sell it to somebody without putting it on auction, and you'll be rich. But I say just make the coins aluminum. I mean, aluminum ain't worth shit. Obviously, if you pick up aluminum cans, you need 10 pounds just to make $3. So they can't say the cost of aluminum ain't, Or they can go back to the steel-plated zinc with the 1943 penny. Although after a while, the oils in your thumb will turn the coin blue. Like a bluish tinge. But there are cheaper metals out there. They don't have to get rid of the penny. And even without the penny being made anymore, it's still going to be legal tender. I mean, you're not going to see the penny disappear for probably 3 or 4 decades. I mean, in Canada, they got rid of the penny in 2011. And people still use the penny in Canada. So I mean, it is possible that they can and they will. But the weird thing about Madden 03 is the highest point total you can score is 255. Once you hit 255, you can't score anymore. Yeah, they set your thing on fire. Shit, yesterday somebody was burning something near my work. The homeless people set the clothes on fire. Is Canada on fire again? I don't pay much attention to Canadian anymore, really. I just I don't I don't I mean, well, you live right over there. Maybe the Canadian residents are burning their country down. I don't know. I don't really have the hookup from Canadian land. So, that's what they're doing. They're all rioting because they can't become the U.S. 51st or 52nd. Actually, Canada should be the 52nd state. Okay, Puerto Rico should be 51st. However, Puerto Rico is so poor that they're never going to be allowed a state. Anyway, if they were, the Puerto Ricans would like rise up against us. You have a revolution, like the Cuba. So you let them be their own country. You know, you put it as a province, like District of Columbia. Why don't you just make Washington D.C. the 51st state? Washington D.C. is like what 11 blocks of the poorest people in the nation. It just is. So that's it. Anyways, I think that's all I got. My phone's at 12%. I gotta charge it, and my phone's red hot, so I'm gonna end this particular stream. So garbage, have fun at. Hey, it worked out. You're at your parking lot. You gotta go to work. Have fun at work. Do a live stream tonight. Get on there. Live stream. I'm gonna be awake. I'm gonna be looking for one. Do one. I don't care what you gotta talk about. Sit there, make up shit, talk about the cops. Set fire to the machines. Hell, break into the vending machine. Give Elvis something to think about. Hell, get Elvis talking. I don't know. Just say some wacky shit. Maybe some of the trolls will be in there listening to your stuff, and I don't know. Hey, a view is a view. Got to keep the trolls entertained. I guess. I don't know. They get bored. I mean, if they're in your stream, that means you're doing something right because they're in there to fuck with you. But if you don't care about getting screwed with, then it won't really matter. Then they'll just leave. They'll just comment a few things and they'll gone like usual because that's how they are. They're scared little chickens. Yeah, keyboard warriors, as we like to say in the terminology land. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna run. So y'all have a good one. I'll see you on the next stream or somewhere. So peace.